The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome back, welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrial's down 111, Nasdaq is down 15, S&Ps are down 14. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. See the banner on the top or on the side. You can hit the banner. Bring up the exchange. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can see how these contracts trade. They're defined risk contracts, and in this type of market,
we got some action, right?
There's action in not only just in the S&Ps. You got action in oil. We got action in gold, and of course you got action in currencies. Currencies have been moving all over the place. The action in oil still continues to be pretty amazing, actually. You know.
Do you want to take a look at that? Let's pull it up.
Sure, absolutely. So if we go over here, we take a look at this out here this morning. You can see, I believe it was at 8:30.
CPI.
CPI came out. Okay, and so when the CPI came out, you know, you first ticked down. We were at that point. We were at.
No, that's 10 o'clock. You're looking at right there.
Oh, okay. Way up here? No, yeah. Right there. It's that big bar right there, I believe. Right? Is that it?
That's 8:45.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So 8:30 it really didn't move much. You know, it went down slightly. It was 8:45 that this thing took a dive down. And that bottom line took the market with it. If we take a look at what it's coming into now, which is, I think it's pretty cool what it's actually coming into, CLJ6. What you're coming into on the 10-minute chart is that you're coming into where we went up on at 10:20 on the 17th.
Yeah, on Wednesday.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And you can see that bar is pretty good, man. That's 16,800.
Sorry, what bar? The bar
on the
Wednesday?
17th.
Okay.
Yeah, the volume there was 16,800 on the 10-minute bar, and you know that spike down had 8,600.
Yeah.
It's not a bad setup.
Yeah.
Particularly when you put option expiration together with it, because what does happen in option expiration, there's a lot of positions moving around really quickly.
Sure, which is today.
Yeah. Right. And this is a monthly option expiration. So you can see the market itself. If we go over and we take a look at the S&Ps, the E-minis, out here thus far, put this, let's see, I got to put it on at least a 3-day. You had the first spike down had some good volume. That was 115,000. That was right when, well, actually, that was 9:30. Yeah, the first spike, well, let's see, 9:30. Yeah, that's right. So when the numbers came out, that was light volume on the way down.
Sure.
At 8:30.
Yes.
Let's go to Lou in Nashville. Hey, Lou, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Not bad. Hey, look, I'm wondering where is a good entry for QLD?
QLD. So let's take a look at QLD. QLD, folks, is the 200% bull position of the NDX 100. It's trading right now at 63.14, and so the QLD has just gone from a price point here of $56 up to $65 since last Friday. So tell me where the key comes in here, Lou, is that it's like risk versus a reward. I mean, I like this trade The problem is that this can, because it went so far so fast, you'd have to put a stop like right next to it, man, and give it nothing, which would be. Are you day trading this?
No, just a short term, maybe a week.
What I mean, I'm long the Nasdaq, the NDX right now, and I wouldn't give it too much, you know.
Right. Right.
If you, one way you could do it is that you could buy this here now, put a stop right under the lows of today, and just leave it on for today. See, I think that wouldn't be a bad setup. You know, if we go to the Qs, we take a look at the Qs, what you'd have is this, is that the low of the Qs today is 100.61. So this is 3 times the Qs, folks. And
Sorry, what? 3 times the Qs? I missed.
the QLD is 3 times the Qs.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
the QLD.
Yes. I just wanted to.
I'm sorry, it's 2 times the Qs. Okay.
That's what I thought.
You know, so what you have there, for a day trade, I think it's good. I wouldn't necessarily go over the weekend with it because there is that leverage position and all of the above. Do you know what I'm saying?
I see.
Hey, you can stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. Dow right now is down 107. You get the Nasdaq off 11. S&Ps are down 14. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now.
Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you got the Dow down 71. Nasdaq is up 2. S&Ps are up, let's see. No, they're still down 8. The NQs, though, went. Are you there, Lou?
Yeah, I'm right here.
So
I know, it just ran away from me.
What happened, folks, is that when we were just on that break, this is a highly volatile market, and sure enough, the NQs, which the QLD is trading off of, just went from a price point when we were on at 41.25 to 41.58, and the QLD, bottom line, went from a price point of, let's see, well, it's still, the other side of that for a day trade. I understand what you're saying. When we were talking, it was at 62.70, and now, it's at 63.70. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just sit there and wait, man. Sit there and wait. And on a day trade, if you're going to day trade it, I'd wait. Let's see, 63.73. Let it come back like 40 cents. It might not. Okay, but there's always another trade, man. Do you know what I mean? So.
That's right. Okay, thanks for your help.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And, folks, if you're trading the Nadex spreads, something like that, when you talk about defined risk and you're talking about highly volatile market, you put up a small amount of money and risk a small amount of money, and the risk versus the reward is pretty cool.
Sure.
Let's go to Jason in New York. Hey, Jason, what's going on?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
We're doing great, man.
Jason.
Yourself?
Good, excellent. I'll be in New York for the trade show also, and I just wanted to clarify. You mentioned that you're going to be at the Nadex booth at 9:15 in Bloomberg at 10:30. Is there any other events you plan on being at? I thought you said give a presentation. That was Monday. I thought you said Monday. Was that correct?
The Monday. Let me just get this straight.
We should probably look that up to be sure, Jason. If
Monday and Tuesday.
No matter what comes out right now,
okay.
I'm not going to be certain. So
I will.
We'll try and get it even during the break, maybe, Jason.
I'm going to bring my computer up. Which I can do.
We believe it's Monday. But
I believe I'm on Bloomberg Radio Monday, and I'm at the booth on Tuesday.
Okay. I'm not sure. I'm going off you. So
right.
That's
right. So we will get that for you. All right.
Okay, great. The other thing was I noticed when you were trying to close out of that oil spread last week, Darrell always said, now, unless I know on the binaries, no matter what price you put in, Nadex will always fill you at the best price. I'm assuming that holds true for the spreads also, but I know you were trying to close out and then the price changed on you. But from what I understand, it is good for the spreads too, unless I misheard something.
Well, the spreads would work just like you put in it. I put a limit order in. When I was closing that out, what happened, I had 10 oil contracts. I was selling 5. The first one that I put it in at a certain price, and they came under that price, so it wouldn't give me that price.
He was saying if you're away from the market, are you going to get the best price, as opposed to if you're going to get a bad price?
Correct. Okay.
I don't know how. I don't know about that.
I believe so, Jason. I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure as well. But I believe that is how it works as well on the spreads, where you're getting the best bid or offer depending if you're buying or selling.
Yeah, I believe that too, because as I'm going through, I've put plenty of offers. I put plenty of buys in that I've actually got better fills. So that would be, it's like, okay, so if I think I'm buying something and all of a sudden, because most of the time when I'm buying something, it's going against another swing point, and all of a sudden I put it in, I think it's going to be good, and all of a sudden it breaks the swing point, but then I did get a better buy, so.
Right, that's what I thought. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys at the show. Have a great day. And
how long have you been trading the Nadex product?
Oh, I've been doing this for probably three and a half years.
And awesome. What do you like to trade?
I love the DAX. I just like the way it moves.
You like the DAX.
I'm getting more into oil, but I do some forex here and there.
Okay.
But the DAX is my bread and butter. I just love the way it swings, and I've had the most success with that.
And do you trade spreads on that?
Not so much with spreads. No, I primarily do binaries. I'll do this maybe with oil inventory day or natural gas, things like that. But I haven't really explored the spreads enough. I'm getting back into the futures.
Man, if you're doing good in the binaries, DAX. That's intense, man. You probably.
I'll show you my log if I meet up with you guys.
No, I believe. I'm not. I believe you. I'm just saying that I know how much harder it is for me. The binaries versus the spreads, you know what I mean?
Do you trade the binaries, Jason, or do you kind of buy them and let them go until expiration? Are you getting out of those positions?
No, well, very rarely, yeah. I pretty much hold them till expiration unless the position goes against me.
And what kind of risk reward are you looking for? Like a small risk for a great reward, or are you looking for like a high probability where you're risking 60 to make 40 type of a trade? What type?
I do a lot of what's called EPCs, expiration premium collection.
Premium collection,
and,
cool.
Yeah, I'm risking a little bit more. Every once in a while, I'll do a lower risk trade here and there.
No, that's good. I was just curious.
But but it can be stressful, but it works for me. So
no, great,
that makes sense.
There's so many strategies that can work. That's why I was just curious what you're going after.
And what does happen, option traders, no doubt, he has the decay working for him.
Collective premium is a
that's
great
really
deal.
Cool, man.
Because we talk about there's huge premiums sometimes priced into this, especially ahead of news events or crazy market days.
Right.
It is, and one of my problems when I got started was, you can get overwhelmed with all these systems, and like Darrell said, just pick 1 to 3 and concentrate on those because there's so many different things, and just concentrate on 1 to 3, and you're going to have a much better chance of success than you will when you're trying to do 10 different things at once.
Oh, there's no doubt. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But, okay, guys, I look forward to meeting you at the show then, and hopefully we can meet up and talk.
Look forward to it, Jason. Thanks for the call, man.
Okay, thank you.
Have
Bye-bye.
a great one, man. Have a safe one. Yeah, that DAX, man, is high. I can see
the volatility, right?
The volatility.
And of course, you're going to have implied volatility in there, which means you're going to have premium priced into it.
Yes.
So if you can be selling those contracts as long as the market isn't going to do some wild things, on the long run.
And I'm sure he's already used to it. You get used to that index, okay?
Yes.
And what happens, folks, is that nothing goes up forever and nothing goes down forever. When those extremes come out, well, guess what? The pricing texture inside that extreme is really sweet. So let's see what we got out here. This market, it's going to be really wild watching this thing shake out. And this is, so we've had the S&P. Well, actually, I put up the SPY first. Now, thus far, this is where the battle. We have two separate battle lines out here. What the SPY has just done, it just filled the gap from the gap down this morning, the SPY.
Yes.
So the real key is we're at 191.35. It's got to get inside 191.74. And we spiked to 191.65. So you get inside that, and then you can get some real action because the battle lines out here, folks, are 1940 and when the S&P. That 1940 is a good number, and it's a long way from where we are. We're at 1907.
Yep.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are down 75. You get the Nasdaq off 1. S&Ps are down 9. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 72. You get the Nasdaq up 1. S&Ps are down 8. Let's go take a look at inside the NDX 100. And we did find out I'll be at the Nadex booth, folks, at 9:15 on Tuesday morning. Inside the NDX 100, you have the leader out here is AMAT. AMAT's up $1.52, almost 9%. Lam Research is number 2. That's up $2.62. Autodesk is up $1.33, and Baidu.com is up $4. Taken away from it, you have Seagate Technology down to $1.83. Ultra Salon is off $5.16. Let me look at this. This thing is getting killed yesterday too. Well, not that bad.
Bounced all the way back yesterday.
Yeah, it did. The Micron Tech is down 37 cents, and Western Digital is off $1.27. Inside the Dow Industrials, what we have, the leader, that's a dead cat too. The leader, so the Dow's struggling out here. The leader is American Express. That's up 50 cents on 9 cents. There's not, look at that. There's not one Dow stock that's up even 1%. Home Depot is up 0.5% at 59 cents. Apple's up 28 cents. And Johnson & Johnson's up $1. Taken away from it, Caterpillar is that's down $1.18. Boeing is off $2.11. Chevron is down $1.51, and Exxon is off $1. Let's go over to that gold market, because the gold market, no doubt, for Friday, this feels like a winner for the gold market for a Friday.
Can you explain what you mean by that? This feels like a winner for a Friday. Why that it's not down?
Because what happens on Fridays is that the metal market, they can take apart. And when it gets taken apart, most of the times it's Fridays. So, you know, what we have is that we went topside last week in a big way. You pull back with light volume. And what's happening out here today, and this is really cool, folks, we don't have a lot of price spread out here in gold today, but there's a lot of volume. 127,000 contracts already. That's going to, so what that is that's pushing into the swing with volume expanding. We get 3, 11, 12, 1, 2. You have 4 more hours to go. Yesterday we did 182,000. We'll do a good 180, 200,000 contracts in gold today. That's a lot of contracts. Yeah. Market deviant, no doubt. It's going to be pretty impressive if we can come all the way back to positive, but that's how this thing is looking right now. And if we go take a look at the 10-year bonds, the bonds going to fall apart. They gave a nice indication this morning when they came down. They came down hard. Right now, the note's still up 2 ticks, and they're hanging tough. They haven't fallen apart yet. The NQs, however, have some juice in them. And it looks like they're going to take the next leg up right now. Yeah, this is going to be wild watching the shakeout. So the NQs, folks, from when we just started the program, the first call that we took there with Lou, the NQs were at 41.20.
I think you're looking at the 940 bar there.
That's when he called, didn't he?
No, we start our show at 10 o'clock.
Sorry.
That's the 10 o'clock bar.
So we're at 41.25. You're at 41.64 right now, and what you have is that it's going to be right now 41.69. It needs a look at that. That's pretty wild that it went there and just backed down.
Did it went there and back down just now, or overnight?
No, I guess it was overnight. Yeah, it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay,
so
I just didn't know if you were saying it back down as in right here, or I'm trying to keep up with it.
So the 41.69, folks, is you get over that level, you're going to get some action, because that would get it into 41.87 pretty quickly. And what you have is that because we were down so dramatically at the open, and it's on a Friday, it totally makes sense. If I was a bear right now, I would have been selling into that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, it's a Friday, we've been up for 3 days, let's go. And then, of course, what happens is that you got to cover very quickly. Because the last thing you want is that, like, on a Friday, if you're wrong, go over the weekend.
Sure.
I can be wrong on a Wednesday, and I'll go to Thursday.
Sure. Now there's more risk.
But on a Friday, it's like, oh, my God, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go this far south.
Sure.
Let's go to John in Philly. Hey, John, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tommy and Tommy Jr., have fun in New York next week. That sounds like it'll be a ball.
Thanks, man. We will. Totally.
It will. It's always a lot of hard work, too, actually.
Yeah. It's a busy few days.
Yeah, but it's a blast.
It is, for sure.
And thank you, God, because tomorrow it's going to be 54 in New York, and Sunday's going to be 54. The only day that we actually see outside is tomorrow. Not Sunday.
That's a beautiful thing.
Well, it is, right? I mean, it's just...
I think we'll be outside more than that, but... No? Okay.
Say, Tommy, I wanted to ask you a very specific trader's question. Would you bring up heating oil, specifically the April contract that is ticker symbol HOJ6? Okay. And I just want to, you will observe quickly when you're looking at the daily chart, as I do, that since HOJ6 heating oil, April, since it made its bottom back there on January 21st, it's rallied, and we have now 4 touches at a recent high at, what's that number, 113, wherever it is. Anyway, so we've gone to let's see, what's the phrase you always use? Jumping the creek, going to ice and jumping the creek.
Oh, yeah, it's at ice right now, yeah.
Is that a candidate? And here's the question. If we jump over that quadruple high and you buy the breakout, what kind of stop would you personally, as a trader, use if you were trying to play that? And just to let you know, I am, inclined to take that trade. I'm currently flat.
What I do is this, John, is that when I do that, first off, even when I was just talking with Lou earlier from Nashua, that we were talking about, that NASDAQ trade, I was saying, okay,
yes.
What I normally do is I'll get into the trade, during the day, right? And because and I know you do too, you're day trading and, trying to get a long position, short position at the same time. So as soon as I get in, I put it really close. Sometimes I put it a lot too close, but it's like, so what? Do you know what I mean? Because if I get in, then I'm out and I see what happens again. So at first, I put it very, very close. Because if it jumps, it should be able to go. That's my theory, okay? So on a jump of the creek right here, the creek is set up at it looks like 114. It's actually higher. See, the creek. I would use I can see what you're saying is that all these highs that were established on the way up, we're dealing like at 110. Here, just stay right there, all right?
Very good, thank you.
You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials right now down 59. You get the Nasdaq up 5. S&Ps are down 750. We're going to be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down to 64. You get the Nasdaq up 4. S&Ps are down 750. We're talking, John from Philly, we're talking about the heating oil contract, folks, and where the buy would be, where the stop would be, all of the above. So when we're looking at this, John, right, this is kind of neat, actually, because there's two separate areas. So watch what happens here. Now, this is real subtle, but as I was looking at this, you know, and I was giving you where ice is, you know, ice is at a much higher level. Now, that ice that we're talking about is on the way down, okay? So the way Wyckoff did this is a Wyckoff deal, folks, okay? And so ice there on the way down, when it broke, would be like 116, okay?
Right.
And, you know, what happens with that is that his theory is that, yeah, you're going to go up to ice, and then you're going to build some cars, and you're either going to fail or you're going to jump it. Now let's go to the other side. The other side of that is that as you come off the bottom, guess what? What you're talking about is that ice is also set up right where you're, I believe where you're talking about that you'd buy the break when it jumps over the 112, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. So this is where it gets really tricky because that, you see how close that ice is set up versus the ice on the way down? It's pretty neat, actually. So the way I'd actually, you can still trade it, is that you get the break. I'd take the bottom of heating oil, which is $87.50. You take the top of it, which is the $1.12, and would say, okay, so we get 13, you get 25 cents. That could take the C point, which is 98, which would give you $1.23. So that still would be a good trade, risk reward. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then what I would do is that I would find, let me just put the volume on this. I'd find the largest volume bar, which is right there, and I'd put my stop under it, which is 102. Gotcha. Is that too much? How much? What is a penny in this worth?
Yeah, it's $420 a point, so you wouldn't take that much.
Yeah, it's too much, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So then what I do is I go like this. I do this intraday. I wouldn't take the full bar, and I'd be looking intraday where there's a high volume bar. I try to tuck it under there. See, like right now.
Yeah, thanks so much for going through just the discussion of all those features you're looking at. That is exactly what I was asking to see from you. So that's great. Hopefully, it will come back down into that 198 area, give a really low risk buy. But in the event that it happens to push higher, I just am mentally prepared to kind of go with it by buying the jump the creek phenomena should that occur. And like you mentioned right off the top, you know, looking at that 10-minute bar charts, getting in, and if it doesn't start working right away, cut your losses and reassess. You know, try it again if need be. So,
hey, John, you know what's really cool? I know you're watching Tiger TV. The way that it on the 25th of January, see the high. Sir. The high of that bar is 103.71. 37,000 contracts.
Big volume, right?
That would be cool, man. That'd be cool. Getting down there with a rejection, because what you'd be doing there, folks, is that you'd look for the rejection first, and then you'd be looking at that, okay, it wants to run up to the 112.54 for at least a test.
And tell me, just fundamentally, to share with you factors at play. We all know oil, the crude, and the products are in these steep bear markets. What has happened that is a change in the past 90 days, and Andy Heck has documented this thoroughly, is that in the refining business, the margins for producing products has been really moving lower. So from the perspective of all the U.S. refiners turning crude into heating oil and gasoline,
yes,
there's less economic incentive to produce that product. And go back to another former TFNN Ed Young,
good old
cure
Ed.
for low prices is low prices. That's starting to manifest in the oil products as I see it. So
listen, man, there's no doubt. I mean, if we were all in the oil business, right? And let's say you're in the oil business, are you going to start a new well? I don't think so.
Yeah, not here.
You know, and we've been at these prices for quite a while. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Listen, I'm sorry I won't see the two of you up in New York, but enjoy yourselves.
Okay, man.
Thanks for the great call, John.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Yeah, I mean, at some point, I know everyone's worried about the amount of fracking that's out there, and you can turn the spigot on, but you still have to drill wells, and we use oil every day.
Sure.
You know, so it's going to be at some point that there's less wells being drilled, so there's going to be less oil. Well, there's more oil depleted every day. And one of the wild card questions out there, I think, in that fracking business is that many people claim that the fracking wells don't last that long, so they get depleted very quickly, and we'll find out just how much they do get depleted in the next, year, I guess.
Yeah.
What is going to happen is that in April, at the end of the quarter, the banks will reassess the loans out to these companies, and that's where I suspect there's going to be a fight, And most times, and we talked about this yesterday, most times banks would extend those loans. They go, let's say that we had a loan out there for 5 years, right? And it's not that the loan was underwater. We can pay the loan, the interest on the loan, but the asset that we gave the bank has gone down dramatically, so they don't feel they have collateral,
sure.
right?
Yes.
What has happened in the last, 20 years ago what happened is that the banks turned around and just foreclosed on everything. And then what ended up happening, the banks got in trouble because they went from lenders to operators, and they couldn't operate. So the real question is going to be this time, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
And the wild card in that is that the bank regulators are all over them, but I suspect what's going to happen, if I was a bank at that deal, I'd go back to the regulators and say, why don't you go for the history of what happened 20 years ago in Houston? Do you want me to really be an operator? What am I going to do with it? Right. What am I going to do with a well? What am I going to do with,
Yes.
Am I going to start running around? So
the other side of that is, why are you lending companies money if you have no plan when things go really bad? As in, what I mean?
Yeah.
There should be a plan, and the plan just isn't like, well, we'll just let them do whatever they want. I'm just...
Right, well, this is what they do. This is what
just banks operate on
right.
repossessing. That's the business plan of their entire... So,
well, with real estate...
And I agree with you. I do. I'm just stating that, that's...
With real estate, it can be. With an operating company, it's a different ballgame.
Everything's an asset. I'm just...
Yeah.
There's no reason why they can't take that and then sell it. Or,
That's right.
Everything's an asset, just like real estate. They don't become real estate brokers. I'm just,
that's the loss immediately. They don't want to take the loss. They don't want to take the hit.
Sure,
so what they do,
that, yeah.
Well,
but that's a different conversation than, that's just marking to market, basically, as opposed to the conversation of acquiring and repossessing assets and then managing those assets in the most profitable way.
Right. Right.
It's an interesting conversation. I agree with you. I do.
Dow Industrials right now, folks, down 58. You get the Nasdaq up 8. S&Ps are, down 7. We're going to be right back, folks.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see the Nadex banner on the top of the side. You can hit the banner, bring it up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can start getting used to how these contracts trade. When you're talking about a highly volatile market like this, whether you're trading the indices, whether you're trading gold or oil, you'll see that you can do a defined risk trade. And when you first start it, you're more than likely going to want to do the binaries. And that's cool, but I'd suggest you get your head wrapped around these spreads too.
Yeah, well, as we saw with the caller, there's money to be had in both of them.
Oh, there is. There's no doubt.
The binaries, and I think that's why you say, and I agree that the spreads, there's not as much of a premium base because some of the spreads, if they're trading right in the middle of that spread, there's really not much premium. You're just capped to the upside, capped to the downside, and you're getting it almost at the futures market.
Yes.
Whereas in binaries, most of the time there's premium, there's time value, there's so whether you're collecting premium, whether you're paying premium, that's where you want to get used to it.
And it's interesting. I love the idea of what he's doing because I know that consistency in the option market is making money on the decay. I have a hard time myself going into it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But I know that's successful option traders that they work every morning. They wake up.
Swim lessons at noon. They always talk about collecting premium. They talk about time decay. They talk about trading volatility. Right?
Yep. And that's what he's doing. He's putting the volatility together, right? And
I mean, there's what he's doing when he's collecting it is he thinks there's too much implied volatility priced into those, so he's going to sell them. Somebody else is going to buy them for a higher price than he thinks is fair market value, and he collects that premium if things go. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Let's get a Tom in Plymouth. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Tom. Tommy.
How you doing,
morning,
man?
Tom.
Doing pretty well, thanks. You?
Good.
Good.
That's good. Hey, I just got into the LABU again. I got out yesterday morning. Thanks for the advice there. And I'm just wondering what your thoughts are. I know it's a long way to go before the end of the day here, but
okay,
hanging in over the weekend on this.
You want to hold it over the weekend?
I might.
This is going to be a close one. The whole trade, not just this one, folks, okay? The whole trade over this weekend is going to be pretty wild. What I mean by that is that if we close where we are right now, Tom, or a little bit higher, yeah, I would hold it. I like how the IBB is set up. So LABU, when we look at the LABU, this is the 300% direction of the IBB. Actually, it's
300%
bull of the biotech. And yeah, I'd go with it, man. I'd go with it right here. Because if you take a look at this, It pushed at just when the market was pushing to 1020. That first push there had good juice underneath. It had 520,000 shares under it. You know, it looks like it's going to try to make a run right now, like for the 660 mark. And I think, you know, time-wise, time is working for the market right now, meaning that they trashed the market at the open. It's option expiration. You know, as I said to Tommy a little bit earlier, if I had been a bear, I would have been selling into it, and then all of a sudden we had to close because this is a big turnaround over a weekend. You know what I mean? Because if we just close flat or slightly higher, I mean, the S&P is like set up for small ABC up again. You know? Cooking, brother.
I am absolutely with you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tom.
Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. You stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White will be back. Thanks,
man.
Come see us in New York, folks. Sunday and Monday. Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday.
Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.